Belle Gibson didn't just lie. She built an entire empire on deception. She wasn't just some influencer stretching the truth. She was a full-blown fraud who exploited cancer patients, stole charity money, and fooled the world. Her lies weren't just shocking, they were dangerous. And now, with the release of apple cider vinegar, her darkest secrets are being exposed like never before. So let's break it down. Here are the 7 most disgusting lies Belle Gibson told, and the real damage they caused. This was the lie that started it all. In 2009, Belle claimed she had been diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. Doctors, she said, gave her just 4 months to live. But instead of seeking medical treatment, she turned to natural remedies, claiming they miraculously cured her. Except, she never had cancer, not even for a second. There were no doctors, no medical records, no evidence, just a fabricated story designed to manipulate and profit off vulnerable people. And the worst part? Some of her followers, real cancer patients, believed her lies so deeply that they refused actual medical treatment because they thought they could survive the way she supposedly did. Let that sink in. One of her biggest claims? That drinking apple cider vinegar daily was a key part of her so-called cancer recovery. She promoted it endlessly, claiming it cleansed the body, restored pH balance, and could even reverse disease. People bought in. They followed her protocol. But science, it says otherwise. Apple cider vinegar does nothing for cancer. Zero. Belle Gibson wasn't just selling a lie. She was actively spreading medical misinformation that could have killed people. Belle positioned herself as a selfless wellness warrior, someone who wasn't in it for the money. She promised that a large portion of her earnings from the Whole Pantry app and book would go to cancer charities. That was a lie. Investigations found that almost none of the promised donations ever made it to charities. She made millions and kept nearly every cent for herself. When confronted, she dodged the truth. She blamed miscommunications. But the reality? She stole from charities. She stole from sick children, and she got rich doing it. Belle didn't just fake one illness. She stacked lies on top of lies. She claimed she had a dangerous heart condition as a child that required multiple surgeries. Again, total fabrication. Her own mother came forward, exposing that Belle was never a sick child. She was perfectly healthy. This was a pattern, playing the victim, gaining sympathy, and cashing in. Yes, she actually said this. Belle claimed that due to her supposed brain cancer, she suffered a massive stroke, went into cardiac arrest, and was clinically dead for a full minute before miraculously coming back to life. It's the kind of lie that would be laughable if it weren't so insulting to real stroke victims and cancer patients. But for Belle, it was just another way to sell herself as a miracle survivor and rake in more cash. At one point, Belle claimed she was studying to be a neurosurgeon. That's right, a woman with zero medical background who lied about having cancer, told her followers she was training to be a brain surgeon. There was, of course, no record of her attending any medical school. But that didn't stop her from giving medical advice online. Advice that could have seriously harmed people. After she was exposed, Belle did a few interviews pretending to apologize. She claimed she was young and naive and that she never meant to hurt anyone. But her actions since, they tell a very different story. She still refuses to pay the $410,000 in fines she was ordered to by the courts. She still flaunts her life on Instagram, going on shopping sprees and vacations while claiming she's broke. Does that sound like someone who's truly sorry? Belle Gibson's lies weren't just outrageous. They were dangerous, predatory, and heartless. She preyed on sick people, stole from charities, and walked away without real consequences. So tell me, does she deserve to be forgotten, or should she finally face real justice? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the biggest scams in TV history, make sure to subscribe to FilmVert. Thanks for watching.